How we looking? Thanksgiving upon us.
Well, leading up to Thanksgiving, at least today, we had some travel concerns here this morning, but pushing away, as many of you probably, hopefully, already at your destination. If not, no big issues moving ahead. I want to share a photo coming up on our Facebook page. Cedar Canyon, where moving up there, a fresh coat of snow, looking a little bit more like Christmas, but we've got to get through Thanksgiving. But temperatures definitely leaning more December-like here, where it's going to be a little bit cooler here, tracking through the next couple of days. Right now in St. George, you're at 51 degrees, winds out of the northeast at 17 miles per hour. When we get that northeast flow moving through some of those canyons, we could generate some stronger winds. That's what we're finding right now. We'll settle out here in the overnight hours, where due to clear conditions, it's going to be a cold night. Right now in Salt Lake City, 38 degrees. The flow out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Now, air quality, it's not a concern right now. You wouldn't think so after a storm. We mixed the air out. Things are good. Hasn't been bad leading up to that storm as well. But here's the thing. We're going to get an extended break from the storms. That means as we're going to have these chilly nights, inversion could set up. We could be increasing some haze here, especially across northern Utah. But if you haven't had the opportunity as of yet to hang up your Christmas lights, do it here. Mother Nature is going to cooperate in that we don't have any storms and no wet weather to move up on those ladders, but it will remain cold here as we're going to be on a slow warming trend. Nonetheless, it will be a warming trend where temperatures look to get above average, especially as we go from the weekend into next week. As we're staying dry, high pressure building in, we're going to set up what is called a blocking pattern. What does that mean? I'll show you in just a few moments. Right now, just so you know, it means we're going to keep the storms away. As the storm did move further south in its position right now, that cold front tracking through Arizona, New Mexico, and then moving off towards the east. We have a cool, dry northwesterly flow, but we look off towards the west. That's that high pressure. But what's a blocking pattern? Well, this low pressure system slides underneath the high pressure. When you have a high over a low, it just doesn't move. That's why we call it a blocking pattern. It blocks the storms. And this is going to be the scene here for the next several days. So as we kind of turned into a little bit of a storm cycle, we're turning it off, which is good news for traveling, again, for Thanksgiving, coming back home on your trips for the weekend. But again, we started off pretty good here, bringing in the storms, building up our snowpack. We don't like to see an extended break, but that's what we're going to be seeing here. For tomorrow, though, looking at Thanksgiving, it's going to be clear, a lot of sunshine, dry roads, temperatures below average, many spots getting up into the upper 30s to low 40s, even mid 30s, as you can see in Cache Valley. But we're keeping it in the 50s in St. George. Moving through the weekend, I mentioned that warming trend as we do get back into the 60s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You're not seeing a raindrop. Winds should be fairly light. So that's going to be kind of just where we get kind of somewhat stagnant here. But good news, as I mentioned, traveling won't be an issue. Looks like Black Friday, no issues going to the stores. If you can start with an early start, it will be chilly, as you can see, many nights with overnight lows in the 20s. That's why I'm saying we could be setting up a little bit of a valley inversion. Haze could be increasing, which will kind of limit the warm up here across northern Utah. But all in all, we'll keep temperatures close to average, and we're keeping the storms away. We're back after the break.